Hello dear colleagues, I'm happy to welcome you to another session of our Tea Club. In this lesson, I'd like to show teaching asking questions for information. We, teachers, often give students plenty of time to practice answering questions without dedicating sufficient practice time to asking them. For example, we ask, "What's the weather like?" or "How is the weather today?" And students can answer these questions without any difficulties, as "It's sunny" or "windy," but they don't really pay attention to the structure of question, because their task is to answer the question, as we all think. Throughout the lesson, questions play an important role in classroom management, including general questions. Can you all see the board? Have you got your dictionaries ready? And questions for checking progress. Ready? Have you finished? Questions designed to check instructions are vital in order to avoid interrupting a task in order to re-instruct or clarify the task. These questions should be kept simple. Are you working alone or in pairs? Who is in the group B? Are you going to write anything? And spread around the class. When it is time to complete tasks with making or asking questions, they usually struggle and start making tons of mistakes, omitting auxiliary verbs or putting the verbs in the incorrect form. Well, let's see the demo lesson and learn how to ask questions correctly. Let's go! Hello children, how are you today? Fine? Good of you. Do you have books ready? Let's start. Look at the picture and choose the correct verb, have or like. Think a little. I live in a house. I, one brother. What do you choose, have or like? Yes, you choose verb have. I have one brother. I have a cat. Next, choose the correct verb. Speak, drink, eat. I speak English. I speak Kyrgyz. I eat fish. I eat meat. I drink tea. I drink coffee. Okay, children, make up sentences about you. You have words. Kyrgyzstan, vegetables, a town, a city, a village, fruit, two sisters, books, computer games, milk, a dog, many friends, Russian, Uzbek, a horse, Jews. Let's make some sentences together. I live in a city. I have a dog. Now your sentences. Now let's make up yes/no question. I live in a city. Do you live in a city? Yes, I do. Let's make a question and answer in a city. How can we make it? Do you live? What do we put? Right, you put the question word where. Где? Where do you live? In a city. I live in a city. Question word where shows a place. Where? In a shop. Where? At school. I have a dog. Ask yes/no question. Do you have a dog? Yes, I do. Now make a question to an answer. A dog. Do you have a dog? Что? What? What do you have? A dog. A cat. What? A pen. What? A book. I like books. Let's ask yes/no question. Do you like books? Yes, I do. Now make a question to an answer. I likes books. Who likes books? Who? Кто? Who is your favorite writer? Now look at the rules. Where shows a place. Where in a city. Where in Kyrgyzstan. What shows object, thing, animal. What? A pen. What? A car. Who shows person or people. Who? Children. Who? A boy. Now look at the formula and remember. Question words, вопросительное слово. Do, auxiliary verb, вспомогательный глагол. Subject, подлежащее. Verb, сказуемое. We have where do you live? In a city. What? Plus do plus you plus like. I like apples. Who plus verb plus object. Who likes books? I like books. Now children, write the formula into your notebooks. Remember. Good job. Now look at the exercise and complete with question words. Where, what, and who. You have food do you like? Do you live? Languages do you speak? Music do you like? Your favorite singer? What food do you like? Where do you live? What languages do you speak? What music do you like? Who is your favorite singer? Good job! Now children, put in order the words in the exercise in your textbooks, page 78, exercise 6. You have words you, music, do, what, like. Look at the exercise, you have time. Now let's check together. A. What music do you like? B. Where do you live? C. What languages do you speak? D. What food do you like? E. What pets do you have? F. What drinks do you like? Do you have all them correct? Good job, children. Now, children, complete the questions with question words. What, where, who. Now let's check together. Is your name? What is your name? Do you live? Where do you live? Is your phone number? What is your phone number? Speaks English here. Who speaks English here? Is the park? Where is the park? Lives in that house? Who lives in that house? Now, children, answer the questions. What's your name? What's your family name? Where do you study? What's your favorite subject? Who is your favorite writer? Who do you live with? What languages can you speak? Discuss your answers with your classmates in your classes. Find similarities. That's all for today, children. Learn how to make questions with question words where, what, who. Also remember, where shows a place. What shows object, thing or animal. Who shows person or people. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care. Dear colleagues, I invite you to discuss the lesson and analyze the details and get some tips. First, introduce questions and answers together. During the introduction of new materials, you can ask the target question when trying to elicit vocabulary. This way, students will hear it while they are focusing on the structure of the answer. Don't forget to have pronunciation practice. Drill the questions and answers together. Why teach questions and answers together? Yes, because they are a pair and learning one without the other is not very beneficial. Second, practice questions and answers together too. Third, focus on auxiliary verb usage by making a number of statements in tenses the students are familiar with. Ask students to identify the auxiliary verb in each case. Fourth, focus on question words. Explain their usage and purpose in the question. For how is the weather, students may be tempted to say something similar to what weather as the target question because many questions in beginning and intermediate English lessons start with what and because they recognize the word weather as the word that links to the answer. When creating blanks in the questions, leave in words such as whether and focus more on who, what, where, when, why, and how, as well as words such as your questions like what's your favorite sport? When conducting review games, you can include a section where students have to give the questions for the answer. While many classes concentrate on having students answer questions, real life doesn't work this way. Students are going to have to be able to both ask and answer questions when given the opportunity to speak English outside the classroom. So teachers need to devote plenty of time to questions-related activities. Once your lesson plan starts including more of this, students will have better success remembering and using questions. Dear teachers, I hope the session was useful for you. Thank you for joining me today. Goodbye.